And he scoots his way across the sidelines on the return. Shoot, quick toss to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Miller with the ball. Powers through the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's knocked down for a loss of... The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Tripped up for the tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it, keep moving the chains.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneak gets it done.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. It's Aller. It's complete on the right side. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Aller. Here's the pressure. Trying to pull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a huge play, and that just goes to show you, man, when this guy is covered, he's open. Final play of the first half. I think everybody knows where the ball is going, and still, they can't stop him from hauling it in the end zone, giving his team the lead on the last play of the first half. That was huge.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to halftime, all tied up. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. But a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finds a little space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes! So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So we open the final period with a third down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give is to Miller. The offense pops it up. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. I don't know if, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. To throw on first down off the play fake. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down.
Timeout, Alabama.
Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Aller. Got a man, it's Ross. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. That's caught. It's Campbell. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did. They flushed him outside the pocket, but nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's loose. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Floating away. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Runs through a tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Miller with the ball. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's got it on the right. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. Snagged out of the air. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
I love the aggressive play calling here on this opening drive. All the way down the field, scoring a touchdown, then going for it for 2 points. That is a statement.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds. For a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. To the air, it's Russell. Now sliding to his left. Turns it loose deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been.
Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Sets up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
47, Alabama, 0.
First play of the period, first down here.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive firing. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice catch, just past the first down marker, so this drive stays alive. Nice job by the quarterback and receiver.
Moore to the air. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Alabama.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give is to Miller. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The RPO fired complete to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bernard. Got room at the 35. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Alabama pushing the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the RPO complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. from the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. The second half, Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll open the second half with a run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hughes. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back brought some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The play action fake. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Second down coming up. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Alabama comes out. 4th down play to start the 4th. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Touch pass on the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Miller with the ball. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Alabama.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got a chance. What a way to pick up the first down. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position. Now they're going to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow.
Touchdown, Alabama! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And you absolutely expect those shots. From this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
What a great individual effort here. This 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 20. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on this kicker now. You need to make this kick to send it into overtime, but this is not a chip shot. This is not a gimme, and this is college football. Crazier things have happened.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Splits the uprights. Good. And they tie the game in the final second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead here in overtime.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it! Touchdown tie! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he added the extra point. Second overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. The give is to Miller. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
First play of overtime, run the football like that, right? Let everybody settle in. It's a big moment, a lot of adrenaline to end the football game. Now we can settle back in, get our offense in a rhythm. Let's get ready to put some points on the board.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast.
Touchdown, Bama! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Lost a throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
And what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.